Capricorn, your December 2025 forecast is going to see the Sun return to your sign as usual this year on the 21st, ushering in Cardinal Quadrant 4, the last of the quadrants of the entire tropical astrological calendar. But also Mars, the planet of thrust, desire and action, joins you on the 15th. That's brilliant. And they're going to also be joined by the lovely Venus on the 24th. So in the latter part of this month, Capricorn, you've got a wonderful opportunity to supercharge whatever you want to achieve forwards. What's not to like? It's just that right at the start of this month, there's a collective in the tender 12th house, and that includes the Sun, Mars and the aforementioned Venus, and that can make you much more reflective. But Saturn, your ruler, and Neptune are in the chattiest part of your scope, but they're going to be applying to that posse in Sagittarius. And also the North Node in Pisces, your third house of everyday communication, interacts with the full moon of the 4th. So that couple of weeks as you run up to Christmas could see some very sensitive issues bubbling to the surface, because third house energy can be about our everyday conversations, it can be about connection to siblings, neighbours, short journeys, can be technology. Saturn can provide resistance and has done broadly for the last couple of years. Neptune can distort and drain, but because they're squaring off to the position of Mars, Mars in the 12th house can be quite turbulent. It can churn things up from deep within us that we thought we dealt with in the past, particularly of a psychological nature, but Mars can of course be about anger. So something could bubble to the surface through the first 2/3 of this month, and it may be some issues to do with people's sincerity, maybe to do with people's loyalty or lack of it. You may hear some gossip that is very hard to digest. It may be you yourself, your confidence is a little lower than ordinarily would be the case. There could be some cross wires in general. Maybe is that there are some things linked to the festive period, perhaps historically, which haven't always been easy for you. So, you know, if people passed during the festivities, or a relationship broke up, or it wasn't always a comfortable or pleasant experience getting together with family members, the echo of that energy could be felt quite strongly this year. But I want to reassure you, Mars moving into your sign on the 15th will move you into the moment in a very constructive and positive way. Joined by the Sun on the 21st, then Venus. What a lovely combination. So it almost feels like this month could be split into two, if you like the sporting analogy of a game of two halves. Some parts of your past may be really winding down, but you're also going to engineer in the latter part of this month some things that you're truly excited about for your future, where you're going to take much more of a central role. You're going to be much more in touch with where you want to be inventive, dynamic, take a firm grip on your life direction, and not be so caught up and bogged down by the politics, particularly things like social media. You know, we can see how people use social media, they weaponize it by sharing photographs which can be quite excluding, or it could be that they're having a wonderful time, and if we're not, that's amplified. So a lot of those sensitivities can be amplified quite a lot this month. But what you can do with the help of Saturn and Neptune is use your language and your communication in a very temperate way. Be very careful how you express things. If there are wounding discoveries, if you do find out that someone hasn't been as honest and sincere and loyal as you would like, just know that a new dawn is really taking shape towards the end of this month. And then of course next year, on the 14th of February, your ruler moves back into Aries, where it had that brief sojourn from the 25th of May to the 1st of September, but it's going to be there for about 2.25 years, and that's a big reset around your emotional life. So if there are some people who show up this month who are frankly very disappointing, just know the more you move into your power, the more you focus on your qualities, the less you're distracted by all the noise around you, which can be very draining and lowering. Just do what's right for you. You're priming yourself up to storm into 2026 in the most fantastic of form that you can. If you've yet to watch your year 2026 deep dive forecast, please see the link below this video. If you've yet to order your personal forecast for year 2026, you can do so now. You'll also get your life roadmap report, which helps you to understand the patterns that are played out in your life so far. The combination of the two will help you to plan your moves in the months ahead so much more effectively. 30% off, free gift of your general, love, Chinese and Indian written forecast for each of the 12 signs. Please see the link below for more.